Hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel. Once again, this is Joy Suave, your favorite online girl. You just don't know it yet. You will get to know it with time. If you're just tuning into this channel for the very first time, you are highly welcome. I appreciate your presence here. Please kindly go through my other videos so you catch up with what this channel is all about. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the prophecy I received that I believed so much in, and it ended up leading me nowhere. When I was ready to settle down in marriage, like when I was ready to get married, I looked around me. The guys that were around me were not really the type I wanted to settle down with. Many of them, I didn't see a future with them. So I started praying about it. I prayed. In fact, when they are doing any church program for husband, I will be there. In fact, you see, there was a video that went viral where some girls were singing, "Carry me, they go, Papa, carry me, they go." I was in such gatherings. I really wanted to settle down, and I believed if I go to church and I prayed very well and I made myself available in church, I could see one very good young church guy, you know. I went to MFM. I did 3 days dry fasting. See, I lost a lot of weight under 3 days because for 3 good days I didn't eat anything. I was fasting. I was killing all the devil. The devils were somersaulting. We were using cutlass to kill devil that would not make me marry. Hey, God. I went to Dunamis. I went to Winners. I went to Redeemed. I went to anywhere I heard they are praying for single ladies. So I'll go there. I attended Shiloh every year. I never missed it. I will attend Shiloh. I will attend MFM monthly power must change hand. I will attend the monthly I did MFM. I did their deliverance 3 times. 3 times, like 3 days dry fasting. I did it. I didn't do it well. I went to another place, did it. Maybe I didn't do it well. I went like 3 times dry fasting. I went to Dunamis. I went to the other small churches, different churches, trying to look for husband. It's not like God doesn't. I'm not saying God doesn't answer people's prayers, but my own file had not been opened before God, so I was trying to fast track my file be open so that God will answer me and give me my own husband. So to the prophecy, I attended a program in Living Faith Church in Abuja. So mommy, pastor's wife, Mrs. Faith Oyedepo, was praying. So when she was praying, everybody was shouting, including me. I believe, because I've heard testimonies, other people's testimonies, so I wouldn't say it's not happening. Miracles are happening. A lot of miracles have happened to me that I'll be sharing on this channel. So it's not like miracles does not happen. So for me to be going to church and all of that is because I believed that miracles happen there. So that particular day, she was praying. That's Mrs. Faith Oyedepo. She was praying. She was like, "Before Shiloh, you will meet your husband." Amen. In fact, when she said it was like arrow that hit me. I got it. I'm like, yes, this one is for me. This one is for me. This one, I believe it. Before Shiloh. When is Shiloh? Shiloh is next month. So I have like 30 days to meet my husband. Hey, your girl was on the lookout. I believe that prophecy. I was thinking about it. I remembered it very, very well. So I positioned myself very well. I was well dressed. I was well behaved. I was looking out. Any man that comes near me, could he be? Anyone that passed, is he married? Look at his hand. Anyone? I was, hey, the hunt for husband there. Hey, there are men all over. So you guys don't feel like anything special. I had men all around me, but I needed one husband. And I can't just pick just anybody. You know, when it comes to settling down, you really need to take your time you're spending the rest of your life with this person. So if the person, you are not sure, don't go into it. So marriage is a very, very, very serious thing that people should not take lightly. So I didn't take it lightly. I had men who wanted to marry me, who wanted to settle down with me, but I wanted God's will. I wanted God to be the one to choose for me. I didn't want to be the one to choose alone, because you choosing alone, the likelihood of you making a very huge mistake is there. You know? So I had that fear of living with a person that I do not like. So a week passed, 2 weeks passed. It was now 2 weeks to Shiloh. I was not seeing any husband anywhere. Oh. What is going on? There's no new husband yet. Oh. I'm still believing you, God, for that husband. He will come. 2 weeks. 1 week to Shiloh. I've not seen husband. Guess what? 3 days to Shiloh. 3 days. I attended a fellowship somewhere. Just small get together. A group of people walked in. You know, so I continued what we're doing. And then I noticed this particular guy was looking at me. Ha. When I looked, he was looking. Then I will look away. I will look again. He was looking. 3 days to Shiloh. Me that have been doing countdown. All of it, this stranger is just looking at me. I pray, please, whatever you do, request for my number before you go home today. That's why you're seriously looking at me. Please don't look in vain. So the guy was looking. I will look. So I arranged myself very well. Hey, yeah, I was very well behaved. When it's in fact, I was like, hey, could this be the guy? Could this be the husband? Then, when the fellowship finished, I was pretending not to notice the guy, but I was acting very friendly so that he will know that I'm very friendly. He can approach me. So I sighted the guy coming from where he was to my side. La 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 la. Husband is coming. Oh, that was how the guy. I'm like, Joy, don't you remember me? I'm like, remember you? No, I don't remember you. It's me, Kunle. I'm like, Kunle. I had to look very well. And then I recognized this Kunle. I dated Kunle for a month after secondary school. Kunle gained admission, I went to school. You know? So, and then years down the line, Kunle had become so big. Like, looking, the pot belly, the pot belly, it's not something you can miss. He had added so much weight, looking completely different, but still very handsome. So, that will do, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, so we hugged. I've been looking for you. You looking for me? Here I am. You don't need to look no further. See me. I've been looking for you, Joy. Where have you been? Is this miracle? Miracle, no, they tire Jesus. Hey. You've been looking for me. I've been looking for you too. We have found ourselves. Let's go to the altar and settle this thing. I've been looking for you. Joy. Nice to give me your number. How that we exchange numbers. And then we started communicating. It was looking too good. I was just thanking God. In fact, I was sharing my testimony with whoever cared to listen. This is the miracle that happened. This is the prophecy that they said that happened. I'm so happy. Thank God. I was praying. Guess what? When I then attended Shiloh, I think the 5th days after meeting him, I attended Shiloh. And then I saw him at Shiloh. He wasn't expecting to see me there. Neither was I. But I sighted him. But what I noticed, I wanted to see the suit he wore. The suit was looking worn out. You know this black suit that you have ironed that sun has dealt with, that is now bringing, the black is now turning to another color. It's now becoming almost like a brown. That suit was not something I was looking at like, is this guy suffering this much? Can he be wearing this suit that is obviously worn out? That suit was worn out. I was like, as at then, we had not officially started the relationship. So I was like, once we start the relationship, I took it as a responsibility. Since God has prophesied, this is my husband for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Since pastor's wife had prophesied that this is my husband, I was ready to put in the work to make his life better. Because when I saw him at that Shiloh, it didn't look like things were going on well with him. From the way he looked with that suit that he was wearing, I was like, no, this person is not doing well. But I didn't mind. I was like, okay, sometimes when there's prophecy and both of you come together, things can begin to work out well for you. So we saw each other, we greeted and all of that. And then everybody went their way. So when we go home, the communication continued, and then the relationship then officially kickstarted. We started meeting at different places. Then I realized the old people don't really change, you know. So the old Kunle that I knew is still the same, only that he just grew bigger and unrecognizable. Lies, flirtatiousness, I didn't want it. Asat, then he wasn't my ideal. Even when we just finished secondary school, that we dated for 1 month. We dated for 1 month. I broke up because he was not it for me. Asat then. Now, years down the line, he's now grown. I expected maturity. I still noticed that that boy that I knew is still the same, only that the body just became bigger. I'm sorry to those who have pot belly, but for somebody that I knew that didn't have pot belly at all, to then suddenly become this, how did you let yourself go to become this big in your stomach? So I went to his house to know his place. Oh, that guy was living below poverty line. Inside Buhari in Abuja. If you know where Buhari is, inside. One room, the place, there are not even so many people there because it's outskirts of Buhari, and it was just one room. The apartment, it looked like a primary school. Like they built it around like it's a primary school. And then just one room, the room facing the road, there was no things were really bad financially for the guy. So I was still ready to okay, even if things are bad, he's well educated, well read, academically he's very sound. So I just knew that he had potentials. So I was ready to build with him. But I noticed this guy and women. He liked women. And sometimes he likes me, that you are so slim. It was all about the physical aspect. He was not committed in that relationship. He was not committed. All he wanted was just the physical. Oh, yes, Joy. Oh, this is how I want you. This is how you look beautiful. You look the flirtatiousness, you know. But there was no form of commitment whatsoever, like to show that, because I had seen my husband. I wanted us to start moving forward to let's start building this thing. But it didn't look like he was ready to marry till the next 10 years. It didn't look like it. I wanted a situation whereby, okay, this house you're staying is not so okay. Can you move to a different place? I was ready to contribute so that he can get a better place. I was ready to see to it that things were a bit better for him. But the guy was not thinking in the direction that I was thinking. So it looked like I was forcing the relationship. He was not in marriage thoughts. He was far from anything marriage. He was not even reasoning it as at that time because of I don't know, maybe because of his status, or that was the last thing on his mind. So I'll be telling him, you're not putting effort into this relationship. So I explained to him how we met. Of course, I told him how I met him for the second time and the prophecy that I had, but he just laughed it off. The prophecy that I had that my husband would meet me before Shiloh, he laughed it off. And the way he laughed it off, it was kind of ridiculous to me. Are you not looking for a wife? You know? So, long story short, I'm very observant. So there was many times he would be with me, he would be rubbing my back. He said, your back is you don't have contours. There are no fats anywhere. This is how I like my woman. There are no fats. Why are you always making this statement of there are no fats anyway? He always made that statement. It takes two to tango. It takes two people for a thing to work. So when it's only one person making all the effort, you are wasting your time. The other person must join you so that you both can move in one direction. If you are moving and you are trying to pull the other person to move in a direction that you want the thing to go, it will most likely not go. And sometimes when he does something, so the reason I'm taking all this thing you are doing is because of the prophecy I had. If not, I won't take it. He will laugh it off. He made the prophecy to him was like maybe I was just desperate, or maybe I I cooked it up, or maybe who is this one? Like somebody who had other plans. It was like somebody who had other plans. So that prophecy, he knew it that it was not for him. I didn't know. He should go and look for who prophesied and who they are talking about. It's not him. So he was. It's like maybe I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, somehow I had enough of the guy. So I just knew this one is not it. This one, first of all, he was not even God fearing. I saw him in church because he was also looking for solution. It's not because he had any love for God or love for church. He was looking for solution to his financial problems. That was what took him to church. So he was nowhere God fearing. Even the guys that I had around that I had not even picked from, they were still better than him. So what are we saying? So I just, he wanted to trivialize a lot of the things I was saying or doing. Don't trivialize it. It's very important to me, but they were not important to him. So I understand why he would trivialize everything I was saying, everything I was doing. They were just irrelevant. All he wanted to do was just to laugh and make jokes and dance, and those are good, but they're not important. We must discuss important things, like where do we want to be? I told him I have tried with this relationship, but obviously it is not really working between the two of us. I think we dated for another 3 months. The first time it was 1 month. This time around it was 3 months, and it was just because of the prophecy. If not, it won't have more than 2 weeks with what I saw, what I noticed about the guy. It won't have more than 2 weeks. Like 4 or 5 months after I saw him, he called me that he was getting married, that he'll be getting married in 2 months' time. I was like, in 2 months' time. You are like, okay. In fact, I was surprised, but I was like, because the thing is, the guy was already pissing me off. So when we stopped communicating, we didn't break up. We just stopped communicating. And he didn't call me for a long time. Only for you to call me like 4 months later, and you're telling me you're getting married. I was like, okay. They were like, will you come? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? What kind of talk is that? What kind of talk is that? So I ended the call. So those are the kind of, he makes those kind of silly jokes with me. You're getting married and you're asking me if I will come. To come and do what? Did we even break up? We didn't break up. So who is this person that saw this kind of person I want to settle down with him? So later on I discovered a very rich man's daughter. The man is a very rich, it's a popular name. So it's like the woman is very rich, but she's also like very big. She's based on what I know about him, she's not his ideal type physically, you know. So it then occurred to me all those times that he'll be rubbing my back and complaining about someone being fat and he likes slim people like me. Look at my back, no contour. It was when I saw the woman's picture, like, oh, so this was the woman with the contour that this one was complaining about that I didn't know. Okay, but the woman was very rich, so she just, I'm sure he just, it's not only women that marry for money. Sometimes men also do that. I'm not saying he married for money. No. I'm just saying she's from a very wealthy home and she's not really a young girl like that per se. So maybe she just wanted to settle down and he's not all that bad, apart from, it's not all that bad physically, you know. So that was how he married this woman. And then that was it between myself and him. He tried after he's married to reconnect, but by then I was in a better place. I was not ready to have anything to do with him again. Not because I'm upset with him, but because I was in a better relationship and I was happy there. I believed that prophecy too much. And when I saw him, it was too clear. So sometimes the devil plays tricks on us. The fact that you receive one prophecy from somewhere does not mean you still don't have to be careful. You really need to be careful. and still vet these things very, very well to be sure if this prophecy was meant for you or the devil is just playing pranks on you. That was the prophecy I had that I believed so much at that time. I was too happy that I found my husband, only to discover that what I thought it was not it. That's my experience with this person. What is your opinion about this video and this prophecy? Please drop it down below and I'll be going through it, and then I'll be replying you, because I really till date really want to know what's really happened with that prophecy. How come everything seemed to look like it was aligning, and then it's like you're having egg that is you're carrying and it's looking like it's good, and then bang, it just dropped and everything just scattered in your eyes? I would like to know. Thank you very much for watching this video to this time. Kindly remember to like this video, also subscribe and share this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Yes, I need that subscription. I need you to subscribe. Then when you subscribe, remember to turn on the notification bell so that anytime I upload videos, you'll be among the first to get notified. Thank you very much. I love you. Always spread love. Bye.